What's up? How's it going, man? How's everybody doing? Salute to everybody out there. All the Ock Nation lights. Black Columbo in the building. We are here. Salute. Got a great show for you today, man. We're gonna cover some updates, bunch of stories, man. Bunch of stuff that's going on. We'll get to the root of it. To the root of the tutor. We're gonna get to the root of the tutor. Okay. Damn. Okay. Shout out to everybody out there, man. No matter where you at, no matter where you watching from, no matter where you watching from, um, no matter where you watching from, man. Um, we got a great show for you guys today. Great show for you guys today. Mm-mm. Let me see. Yeah, man. It's everybody get in here, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. When you get in here, man. Everybody hit the like button when you get in here, man. I got a doozy for you guys today, man. A doozy. A doozy. A doozy. A doozy. A doozy. Hit that like button. Support the channel. Um, let's get into it, man. Without further ado, day stream. Yeah, man, another day stream. Salute to everybody out here, man. Salute to Jared Pierce, man. Black Columbo, man. Nothing but a hound dog. The amazing M, Jose Bonilla. Your Z fight for your right. David Richardson. Yo, was Jason Whitlock talking about you? When was he talking about me? Jason, I've been on his show before. What do you mean was he talking about me? What was Jason Whitlock talking about me about? I didn't see it. Well, salute to Jason, man. Shout out to Jason. We had a girl hit a guy and drive home with him in the windshield where he died in Fort Worth. Yeah, I remember. That was a long time ago, though. Yeah, yeah. I wonder how much time that girl got. Yeah, she let him die. She kept him she pulled into her garage and let him die. He died like, it took him like 3 or 4 days to die. She ain't called the ambulance or nothing. She just let him die in the garage. Went on about her life. She probably played crazy and cried in court and probably got like 2 or 3 years. Salute to Jared Pierce, man. Take the $5 challenge. He said, saw an old video where he said, yeah, that's me. Yeah. I've been on his show before. Jason is a Caitlin Clark fan, and we align pretty much on a lot of things politically. We align on a lot of things politically. Some things, yeah. Salute to you, man. Akintunde is a Yoruba name, predominantly for boys, meaning the brave one has returned. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it means. Return of bravery. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's exactly what it means. I never thought of myself as brave, though, as a young man. Scared. So he still thinks it's culture. You smarter, you know it's DNA. Yeah, I told you we agree on a lot of things. I know it's not everything. A lot of things, though. L.A. Ramon in the building. Yeah. Salute. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button. Smiggity, smash that like button. Looking for 10 people to share this on social media. Shout out to Sam Bowles, man. Um, let me just go ahead and talk about politics right quick, man. Here's my opening monologue, man. What happened? James Comey got indicted, right? Comey got indicted, right? Yo, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. He's indicted Comey, right? He indicted Comey. I guess this is the start. I'm not in a good space today when it comes to the GOP, the Republicans. I'm not in a good space today. I feel like I feel like they some skirts, man. They're doing the best they can, but they're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this game that the Democrats play. Okay, so now the Democrats are going to say this is the worst thing that's ever happened. He's going after his political rivals. They control the media. And all the Republican pundits are going to try to justify it instead of just saying, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. We doing this and fuck you. We don't give a fuck what you think about it. They're going to try to justify it. And then the Democrats are going to keep saying, oh, no, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. These people are fascists. This is fascism. This is Nazism. And then you'll have all the Republican pundits trying to say, no, it's not fascism. It's not Nazism. We have the right to do. And then instead of just saying, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. Beat it. We're doing something. Scram. And I don't see that. I don't see that tact when I look at salute to L.A. Ramon, he says, "Ock at it early. This is a great sunrise." Salute to L.A. Ramon, man. They're gonna try to. The Democrats gonna have these fucking conservatives on their heels. But when the Democrats did it, they just did that shit. The Democrats did that shit. They don't care. Republicans care. Republicans care. Okay? Republicans care. Conservatives care. I don't know whether it's the religious aspect, but they're totally unfit for power. They don't deserve power because power doesn't accrue to people who do the things that they do. Power does not accrue to people who do the things that conservatives do. They're totally unfit for power, not leadership. They can be leaders. I mean, I wouldn't mind a conservative guy running a Boy Scout troop or being a coach somewhere or something. But power on the world stage, they're totally unfit for it. By a week from now, they might even fucking pull back on this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they can't get a conviction on Comey. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we look on CNN and ABC tonight and we see a bunch of conservative pundits explaining themselves instead of bashing Comey upside the head. That's what I want to ask you guys. What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. What do you think is going to happen on NBC? Because they're all going to have conservatives on tonight or on Monday, right? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the conservatives on the shows are going to be explaining themselves and on their heels? Or you think they're going to be like, look, Comey's a piece of shit, and here's why. And that's the only thing I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to explain my fucking self or show you why I'm right. Fuck right and wrong. Power doesn't accrue to the right and wrong. Power doesn't accrue to right and wrong. Power does not accrue to right and wrong. Conservatives haven't figured that out yet. Power doesn't care about right and wrong. Power cares about power. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. If you have the power, you're right. And I don't think that's what conservatives understand. Like, if you have the power, you're right. Once you start justifying yourself and explaining yourself, you've lost power. Because you wouldn't have to justify yourself and explain yourself if you truly had power. You would just do it. Like the Democrats do. Democrats don't explain themselves. They didn't explain themselves. They said, trust the science. They said, trust the science, and anybody who had something to say was banned from social media and banned from television. And they just told you, man, trust the science. They didn't explain themselves. They told you to trust the fucking science. This is when I knew Republicans were fucked, right? When one day it dawned on me, not one dad rushed to court and grabbed some tranny up by his collar and said, get your ass the fuck off this court. You would think that with at least that would have happened one time, and the guy would have gotten, escorted out the gym and maybe is charged with assault and, doxed and all that stuff. But not one time. Do you guys remember one time a dad ran on the court and cussed out a tranny or grabbed a tranny by his collar and dragged him off the fucking field? Does anybody remember that? Just once. I'm not saying that, I'm not promoting to go do that, but what I'm saying is, out of the whole country, we would have seen that once. At least once, just somebody just snapping. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should go do that. What I'm saying is we didn't see it. Not one conservative dad snapped. Oh yeah. And we're gonna get into the other stuff in a minute, man. Hit the like button, man. Support the channel. Hit the like button. Support the channel. Now that ICE is running around with masks, right? Masks are a problem, right? Masks are now a problem. The Democrats don't have any shame. They don't care about being hypocrites. Now masks are a problem. Think about it. Now mask is Nazi Germany. They're literally coming out 4 years later. Hold on, what's it, 5 years later. They're literally coming out 5 years later. And now masks are Nazi Germany. After forcing everyone to wear masks. After forcing everyone to wear masks, they've come out 5 years later, and now masks are Nazi Germany. Press 1. They don't care. They don't care. And I'm telling you, the Republicans, they can't compete with that. They're totally unfit for power on the world stage. They care. Republicans care. Republicans would be like, oh, we can't do that. 5 years ago, we just mandated masks for everyone. We made babies wear masks. The Republicans would be like, man, we made babies wear masks 5 years ago, man. We can't come out here and then call masks on Salute to LA Ramon. I'm enjoying the round the clock Sun News Network reports. Yeah, man. Be in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. I want you to think about that. Now, all of a sudden, masks on ICE agents are above board. I mean, you can't.
ICE unmasked. I'll be signing a bill, the first in the nation, saying enough. ICE unmasked. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Think about that. Just 5 years ago, you could lose your job in California. You could be kicked out of a movie, a restaurant, anywhere. They made you wear a mask in a restaurant. Hold on. Let me show you something, man. They made you wear a mask in a restaurant. And I know not everybody gonna be like, I never wore a mask ever. I got you, but some places you had to, right? Some people had to, or they kick you out. You remember that? Who remembers that? That was only 5 years ago, man. That was only 5 years ago. Now that you want masks on your law enforcement agents, they're signing bills banning masks on your law enforcement agents. When they made you wear a mask to a fucking restaurant. They made you wear a mask to a restaurant.
Those of us who live in sections of the country that experience winters share many of the same ideas about Florida. For those who can afford it and are inclined toward the luxury of high-priced hotels, the Gold Coast of the Sunshine State has become epitomized by a single word: Miami. But the Miami a lot of us might yearn for is really two cities: Miami Beach, somewhat down at heel and for years now a retirement center for a great many transplanted New Yorkers in Dade County. It is this other Miami that we are primarily interested in for this report. Because it is here in Dade County that one of the largest and most sudden in-migrations in modern history has taken place. Nearly 500,000 Cubans have come to settle in Miami-Dade County that we are primarily interested in for this report, because it is here in Dade County that one of the largest and most sudden in-migrations in modern history has taken place. Nearly 500,000 Cubans have come to settle in Miami-Dade County, and these Cubans seem to be in Dade County to stay. Alfredo Duran was born in Cuba, came to the States during the first years of the Castro takeover, and later fought with other exiles in the ill-fated Bay of Pigs. He was captured, imprisoned, and then released under an amnesty negotiated by the United States. He returned to Miami and today has a thriving law practice.
We came here originally not as immigrants, but we came here originally as people who were leaving a nation because of political problems or political ideology. We sort of started out sticking together, and we created a little ghetto in Dade County, which we call Little Havana. And we gathered around that Little Havana, and we started dealing with each other because we had a common purpose. And that common purpose, because also of the language different, turned out to be what might be called an economic miracle, in the sense that we have established our own economy. We have established an economy which is mostly self-sustaining. And just at this point, after 15 years, that economy itself is starting to expand and push out. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we have mastered the financial establishment of this county, or that we necessarily have dealt with the financial establishment of this county. We originally dealt with ourselves.
Aside from their ownership of many small businesses, Cuban exiles have begun to compete for job slots formerly considered the exclusive province of white Miamians. Anticipating a struggle for the larger economic benefits South Florida has to offer, the Cubans have begun to organize politically. Javier Bray was born in Michigan of Latin American parents, served a few stints in AID programs.
Okay, so yeah, white folk been letting motherfuckers in the country. They've been letting people in the country for a long time, man. Immigration is nothing new, man. Nothing new.
Wednesday night was a busy one for Memphis police as they spent hours investigating a deadly triple shooting at Winchester and Hickory Hill. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. One man was killed at the scene, two others taken to the hospital. WREG's Streeta Patterson has a look at the surveillance video leading up to the moment shots rang out.
Shortly after a deadly triple shooting here in Southeast Memphis, police were reaching out, hoping to hear from eyewitnesses.
We need the public assistance in helping us solve these crimes.
You said Cubans don't like sons? Nobody likes sons, man. But guess what? I will tell you this. Sons love Cubans. Sons love them some Cubans. We all people of color, y'all. We's is people of the color. We in the same fucking game. Sons love Cubans.
Here in Southeast Memphis, police were reaching out, hoping to hear from eyewitnesses.
We need the public assistance in helping us solve these crimes.
As it turns out, there were multiple onlookers who witnessed everything. We're talking about surveillance cameras. Your news leaders were able to get this bird's eye view video showing several groups of men and women. There's no audio, but their hand gestures seem to indicate their anger. They disappear from view only to reemerge. Sadly, one person did not reappear as he was shot out of this camera's view. Police soon discovered this was fatal.
When officers arrived on the scene, they located 2 males that had been shot on the scene. One tragically was pronounced deceased on the scene. One was transported non-critical to Regional 1.
A third man was taken by private vehicle to a local hospital. Yellow tape cordoned off the area as investigators began laying out nearly a dozen evidence markers. What happened here left some at a loss for words as they were shocked and surprised. Cutting through this parking lot is part of Janie Boone's everyday routine to take the number 36 bus. The Memphis mother says this is not the first time, sadly, crime has spilled into her community.
You gotta put them guns down. It's not safe. You know what I'm saying? There's more crime going on.
More crime means more families as well as more communities grieving. Ms. Boone says she is hopeful she will learn sooner rather than later on who brought violence into her community. And attack cameras were able to catch, as police are hoping to now catch those responsible. For your news leader, Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Again, police definitely want to hear from you. If you know anything that could help with this investigation, you can make an anonymous call to Crime Stoppers. That number, 528-CASH.
Jeez.
10, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, constantly accepting rides, constantly picking him up and trying to make as much money as he could.
But on Monday morning, a routine ride turned deadly in Guadalupe.
At about 8:36 in the morning, our dispatch received a phone call from a female stating that her boyfriend just shot their Lyft driver in the back numerous times through the seat.
Detectives say 29-year-old Angel Lopez.
Angel Lopez
pulled the trigger.
At this point, we have no idea for the motive.
An MCSO spokesperson says investigators found him the next day, just blocks away.
Our deputies that patrol in the town of Guadalupe actually saw the suspect go into a residence. Our dispatch got a hold of our SWAT team and our detectives, and he did give up, and we placed him into custody.
But for those who knew Lucas,
he was like an uncle to my children and like a brother to me.
The arrest doesn't ease the pain.
He would never hurt a fly. He was amazing. He was so funny. He was so outgoing and boisterous and just loved to laugh.
Lyft calls the shooting devastating, adding that the rider has been permanently banned, stating, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of Mr. Lucas, and our hearts go out to his family and friends."
He just went out to make a living, and wrong place, wrong time, I guess. It's surreal.
How is he in the wrong place at the wrong time if he's in his car giving somebody a ride? How is that the wrong place? That fucking Edward, whatever the fuck this guy is, shot him in the back over probably something minor. Damn. Through the seat.
A Middletown Kroger employee has been fired after admitted to writing an inappropriate message on a customer's cup.
You can see it right there. Starbucks calling this act unacceptable.
Allie Hennard spoke with that customer tonight and joins us live with what he or she had to say.
Yeah, Rob, that's right. I did speak with the customer, Autumn Perkins, tonight. She tells me on Sunday night, after watching the memorial for murdered 31-year-old conservative Charlie Kirk, she went to Starbucks to order his favorite drink, the Mint Majesty tea with 2 honeys, as a way to honor him in a small way. But you know how typically Starbucks writes your name or a note or a smiley face even on the cup after you receive your order. But this specific message got one employee fired.
To honor Charlie in that small gesture of a way.
On Sunday night, Autumn Perkins ordered Charlie Kirk's go-to Starbucks drink.
I didn't see the note until I got into the car.
After getting in the car, she picked up her tea to find racist fave drink written on the cup.
What went through your mind when you read it?
You know, just shock. Like, I was just baffled, really. Like, that's not what I expected at all. Who does that? I think I was like hurt. I was like just sad more than anything.
Perkins went back to the store to report it.
They were appalled. Very kind. She refunded me for the tea. They apologized profusely.
Perkins learned that the employee admitted to writing the message.
And they said she didn't even really seem remorseful, which further saddens me.
Yeah, I mean, you're sad and shit, and they don't care. Listen, liberals don't give a fuck. It's fuck you 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Okay? You better wake up, honey. They don't like you. Like, this is not like, this is, and think about it. She probably didn't even think about it. She probably drank that shit too. She probably didn't throw that shit away. I would have never drunken that shit. Like, if you go into some place with a MAGA hat on or something, or there's a conservative event, seminar or something, and it lets out and you go to one of these restaurants, you crazy if you eat anything one of these fucking libtards serves you. I bet you she drank that shit and didn't think twice about it. That's how lost most conservatives are. She probably drank that shit. Salute to Don Wrinkles. He says, crazy how the smallest, poorest countries, Cuba, Somalia, Ethiopia, Iraq, and Haiti, can literally fill up the family of first world cloud nations. Yeah, white people are just morons, man. Yeah, white people, that's y'all glitch. That's just a glitch, man. Y'all really, really, really smart, and y'all really industrious and innovative and adventurous, but it's just your glitch. Nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect, Don Wrinkles. That's y'all glitch, man. That's the gap in your castle wall.
Hope that she takes this opportunity to reflect on the consequences of actions and grow as an individual.
That employee was fired. In a comment to Fox News Digital, a spokesperson for Starbucks called the actions by...
She hopes that the woman grows as an individual. You know what a liberal would have said if it was the other way around? The entire country is inundated with racism to the core. Racism is around every corner and in under every fucking Starbucks cup. And it needs to be rooted out, root and stem. We need to get and it's all conservative and Republicans' fault that racism is like this. It's Trump's fault. This is Trump's America. This is Trump's America. That's why this conservative barista wrote something I didn't like on my cup. And the conservative woman's like, I hope she becomes a better person. I hope she can turn her stuff around and become a better person. I see memes talking about some. They have like 4 pictures of Trump and 8 pictures of JD Vance, and they'll point to the first one and say, "You are here." Y'all ain't even gonna take the midterms, man. Republicans aren't even gonna win the midterms. They're gonna lose the fucking midterms, man. And listen, this woman is, yes. I would like to spend time with this woman more than I would any liberal woman, right? If I had to choose between spending time with this woman and some liberal nut, I would choose this woman. However, that's not the game that's being. The game is being played as power on the world stage.
Grow as an individual.
That employee was fired. In a comment to Fox News Digital, a spokesperson for Starbucks called the actions by the employee unacceptable and went on to say, writing this on a cup is unacceptable, and we have clear policies that prohibit negative messages to help preserve a welcoming environment. This Starbucks location is licensed and operated by Kroger. We understand that this associate was terminated by Kroger. Kroger confirmed the firing in an email saying this behavior does not reflect Kroger's values.
Regardless of different opinions, customer service is customer service. And at that moment, I was a customer. Had it have happened outside of where it happened, there's really no consequence for that, right? But I was a customer and she was an employee.
Well, Perkins also tells me that Kroger handled this the best way they could have. They were respectful, kind, and even gave her a gift basket as a way to say thank you. But Perkins says she hopes people start leading with kindness. She's receiving a lot of hate online, Rob and Tricia.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because I texted back and forth with Autumn earlier, and I was just wondering what kind of feedback she was getting. And I did peek into her social media account. I know a lot of people were saying, how do we know you didn't write that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did too. A lot of people on the comments calling her a liar, saying she wrote it herself. Kroger and Starbucks both did investigate this, and it was proven true that the employee did write it. The employee admitted to writing it. So she's not a liar in accordance to what Kroger and Starbucks said. And she also, tells me that she's receiving a lot of threats online. People are messaging her, threatening her, saying really hateful things. She said this whole thing has kind of just been disappointing and disheartening, but she said she's going to trust in God and lead with kindness and be courageous to share her opinions, even though they might differ from others.
Well, I'm glad we played a really small part in clearing that up, that she did not write that on the cup. Mm-hmm. Both companies investigated, and I assure you, there are cameras all over the place that caught it.
And she admitted, and the worker admitted it. Yeah. And Allie, I did see also on her social media that she's kind of responding with kindness, as you said.
Yeah, she was a very nice lady. Just went on to say that, she doesn't want to respond with hate. She just wants to, she tries to ignore a lot of the comments. Sure. She said it's not good for her to read them because there's a lot of them. I mean, that post went viral.
I saw that.
Yeah, we can learn a lot from how she's responding. Mm-hmm. Allie, thank you very much.
You can learn about a lot from the way that the liberals are responding. They don't play. Liberals don't play, man.
In May of 2022, a gunman opened fire inside the Fairfield Township Walmart. It took the life of a shopper, and it hit a Walnut employee in the chest. And now Anthony Brown has pleaded guilty to 3 charges connected to that shooting, admitting to be the man who pulled the trigger. Ken Brown has more.
It's not uncommon in a high-profile case like this for a plea deal to be reached, but if Brown's past court appearances told us anything, it's to expect the unexpected. This is a man who went through 4 different attorneys in the last 3.5 years, and today, the unexpected was a guilty plea on charges for murder, felonious assault, and a gun specification.
This was the scene in May of 2022. A dark night gave way to the bright lights of police cruisers that packed the lot of the Walmart in Fairfield Township.
Okay. Okay. I have help coming there, okay? Please don't hang up on me, please, because I'm so scared right now.
Police say Anthony Brown shot and killed 35-year-old Adam Black as he attempted to steal cell phones from the store. Brown also shot Eric Ruff in the chest, and Ruff was an employee at the store. Today, Brown avoided a weeks-long trial by pleading guilty to charges of murder, felonious assault, and a gun specification. With those 3 guilty verdicts, Brown will spend at a minimum the next 26 years in prison, the longest possible sentence lasting a lifetime. Now, investigators on the case are grateful the witnesses and the surviving victim will not have to relive their trauma throughout a lengthy trial.
3.5 years later, I'm thankful for the family and the community, and that they get some closure. I know the worker that was shot, I'm sure he still suffers from injuries from that, and that family deserves the closure, and we're glad they're getting it. And obviously, shout out and thank you to all the hard work, all the agencies, police agencies that work together so well in this case. That's why we were able to get a guilty plea.
Brown is scheduled to be sentenced in December. Of course, we'll be there as that sentence is handed down.
Screaming teenagers, repeated police visits, and even threats.
One group of neighbors say they've been trying to sound the alarm about a problem house on their block. It's actually a teen treatment center.
So this is a follow-up to a story our 8 News Now investigators first brought you. Vanessa Murphy has this exclusive.
Yo, you got a fucking teen treatment center on your block? Yikes. It's time to move, man. A teen treatment center?
Story.
Just your normal Thursday with a helicopter.
Michael and Kara Matthews say they thought they bought their dream home here on Bahama Bay Court in Las Vegas, but not for long.
It was the day we were moving in. When we were unloading the trucks, we noticed 4 police cars pull up to the house across the street and lead a girl in handcuffs up to the house.
This is a teen treatment center run by a company called Ignite Teen, as well as Mariah Behavioral Health.
Unfortunately, it's health.
They say heartbreaking scenes like these
This is kidnapping! No, I am not safe!
seem to happen on a regular basis. They also point to numerous police visits. Metro records show calls for service for assaults and batteries, abuse and neglect, suicide attempts, juvenile disturbances, runaways, and more.
Very jarring and very, very disappointing.
It's not that they're against the cause of helping teens. They say they're against the placement of the home, right in the middle of this residential neighborhood, and what they call a lack of control.
Yeah, that's under no circumstances should those people have to live like that, man. That's awful, man. That is awful, man. To put a goddamn teen treatment center in the fucking middle of the neighborhood. Now, listen, they could have voted on it, and the people could have been like, "Yeah, great idea," because you know how liberals are. Awesome idea, and then until you see it in reality. Take the $5 challenge, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Salute to you guys. A lot going on. We're going to get some updates on that story we covered yesterday in a little bit.
They call a lack of control.
It's not a facility. It's not an institution. These are actual homes.
That's what CEO Mendy Barron told 8.
Is that a small hat? Is that a small hat on his head? Yeah, I think that is a small hat. It is a small hat.
Hood, and what they call a lack of control.
It's not a facility. It's not an institution. These are actual homes.
That's what CEO Mendy Barron told 8 News Now about his business back in 2018.
We didn't know what was going on.
But Victor Padron, who lives next door, disagrees.
They should be in a hospital environment, not in a neighborhood.
The house is categorized in state records we obtained as a psychiatric residential treatment facility.
I feel helpless.
Neighbors point to their cul-de-sac taken over by activities and vehicles for the home's employees.
If you tell them, hey, please don't park, and some of them get very nasty. So I've had them where, I've been called names too, so I just say, okay, whatever.
Gara says she believes her family's safety and security are at risk.
I'm very concerned.
Especially after this confrontation on Mother's Day. Some of the teens from the facility versus Kara.
I should not have to feel scared about being in my yard. And now I've had to take precautions to have weapons by my front door to protect myself from children. That's not okay. I'm a parent. I would never hurt a child. And so it puts you in a really horrible position to where, what do you do?
State inspectors are trying to sound the alarm for children inside the home. The 8 News Now investigators obtaining this notice of revocation dated June 3rd. Inspectors say when they showed up at the home to investigate a complaint in May, the business refused to provide access and cooperate. Last year, inspectors note a lack of fingerprints, TB testing, and physical exams for employees, along with a failure to train about restraint, infectious control, and more. This year, inspectors note a lack of documentation about medication for the teens, as well as injuries, including stitches, and about an employee cussing at a teen.
If the kids are running away all the time, they're not getting what they need. If the staff are changing every week, they're not getting what they need. They need to have their own security. I'm sorry, but you're considered a psychiatric treatment facility, but somehow you can't handle teenage girls who threaten to kill themselves, which obviously is something that happens quite frequently. Why is it that we are paying for that as a community?
The neighbors say they've reached out to Clark County and their commissioner, Justin Jones, repeatedly, which hasn't helped. We've requested an interview with Jones, which wasn't granted. Ask these residents who's to blame.
I think it's the commissioner, Justin Jones. He should not be approving a hospital to be in a residential area.
To me, it's
The state is giving the business another chance to keep its license. The business responding in some state documents. It's working to make corrections. The county seems to be relying on decisions made at the state level. Reporting in Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Vanessa did reach out to the business for the report. An attorney issued a response which failed to address any allegations or any of the issues that were outlined in the state records. Denise?
Thank you for joining us today as we address a deeply concerning incident that occurred in our community on September 20th, 2025. I want to begin by thanking our fellow public safety partners.
I feel like APD should keep doing more of this to keep the people safe.
It feels like there already kind of is a drug problem. Austin police says it made 19 arrests during a 2-month investigation that focused on 7 high crime areas in North Austin, 6 of which have been designated as drug-free zones.
Historically, these locations have been linked to offenses such as assaults, thefts, robberies, weapon-related offenses.
Here's a look at the people arrested. Police say most
Austin, Texas. He said, first time I see you knocked out forward. Salute. Yeah. Look at this, man. Look at that. Austin, Texas, though, man. I thought this was a woke. Austin's a very woke city. Very, very woke city. Very, very woke. I'm talking about like some people will say it's on the level with Portland and DC when it comes to wokeness. Salute to Far From Heads. He said for the D button fun. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Salute, man. Yeah, man. My D button done fell off, man. They talk a lot about this. Is it just how dare they lock up all these black residents, man? Look at this.
as drug-free zones.
Historically, these locations have been linked to offenses such as assaults, thefts, robberies, weapon-related offenses.
Here's a look at the people arrested. Police say most have been charged for selling drugs near a school or playground, with others facing charges ranging from possession to tampering with evidence and unlawful carrying of a firearm.
Work happens all day throughout the city.
CBS Austin reached out to Austin ISD for a statement on the arrests that happened near one of their middle schools. They told us they'd check in with AISD police and see what information they can get. We're still waiting to hear back. Is ranging from possession.
Could you imagine living in a neighborhood with all these niggas, man? All these niggas live in your neighborhood. And you woke. You super woke. Like you a woke superhero. Right? You a Captain America of wokeness. And all these niggas live in your neighborhood. And you can't stand these niggas, but publicly, like wokeness is like your public character, your public persona, you know. But you can't stand these niggas. That goes to show you how white liberals, they're fit for power. You know they hate these niggas. You know the white people who kids go to that school and who live in who gotta, you know, who live in these neighborhoods. You know they can't stand these niggas. Press 1. They loathe these niggas. But publicly, they'll be their biggest champions because it benefits them politically. Politically, being, you know, on the, you know, nigga side is good politically. You're, you know what I'm saying? You're championing the downtrodden. You're helping the disadvantaged. You know, you're not racist. The other people are racist. The other side is racist, but inwardly, you know those white soccer moms. You know they fucking lock their doors when they see these motherfuckers. You know their heart skips a beat when they see these motherfuckers. Look at these animals.
To tampering with evidence and unlawful carrying of a firearm.
Work happens all day throughout the city.
CBS Austin reached out to Austin ISD for a statement on the arrests that happened near one of their middle schools. They told us they'd check in with AISD police and see what information they can get. We're still waiting to hear back.
Do somewhere else.
How is APD ensuring that these operations are going to lead to long-term solutions?
So what we're going to do, what we've been doing is going out there to make those arrests, identify the key players, and try try to work our way towards other suppliers.
Detective Sean Green says drugs operate like an economy, with people buying them where they feel comfortable.
Here you're seeing a number of cut up prepared rocks of crack cocaine. We had some methamphetamine that we seized.
Green says the department will keep going after main offenders to help neighborhoods feel safer.
Drug deals, I've been seeing guns, like different stuff around the area that shouldn't be in this area.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin.
Man, I tell you, man. I tell you, whew.
This morning, an American social media influencer under investigation after posting these videos capturing and restraining crocodiles in Australia.
Ever since a kid, I wanted to come to Australia.
Authorities say these videos show Mike Holston, who promotes himself as the real Tarzan, breaking the law. Environmental officials saying these actions are extremely dangerous and illegal, and we are actively exploring strong compliance action.
This is sick.
Holston posting the videos to his Instagram account, which boasts more than 15 million followers.
This is what dreams are made of.
In one video, he's seen running towards what he says is a freshwater crocodile before jumping on the croc and wrestling it. Blood can be seen on his arm as he grabs its neck.
You're freshy.
In another video, Holston writing a comment warning others not to attempt to recreate what he was doing, adding that the animal was released after a few close looks and photos.
This is the crocodile. This is what they're all about. It's really hard to express how much I love him, but seriously, if I could kiss him.
See, when white people do it, it's okay. But when we do it, it's a problem. When white people do it, it's okay. When we do it, it's a problem. Salute to Far From Handsome, man. Shout out to you, man. I was aware of this guy. I love Steve Irwin, man. I was torn up when he died. But I was aware of this guy right here. So he's not supposed to be doing that in Australia. I guess Steve, since he was a wildlife ranger, he could do that as a ranger. And this guy just comes over there. He's just doing it. Okay, so that's probably what happens.
Crocodile, this is what they're all about. It's really hard to express how much I love him, but seriously, if I could kiss him on the lips, I would.
Now, Bob Irwin, the father of the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, is speaking out, slamming anyone who compares Holston to his son, saying the crocodile is clearly under extreme stress. It's disgusting. The more dramatic or cruel the interaction, the more money these accounts make.
Uh-oh. Steve Irwin's dad is racist, y'all. Steve Irwin's dad is racist, man. Steve Irwin's dad is a straight up racist, man. Straight up and down racist. That's it. Nothing else explains it. Steve Irwin's dad is a straight, up and down, unadulterated racist. That's it. End of story.
Out, slamming anyone who compares Holston to his son, saying the crocodile is clearly under extreme stress. It's disgusting. The more dramatic or cruel the interaction, the more money these accounts make.
And Holston could be fined nearly $25,000. He has not commented on that investigation.
Let me see something. Steve Irwin dangled his baby in front of a crocodile and didn't get in trouble. The crocodiles that Steve Irwin used to wrestle weren't under stress also? Let's be honest about why he's being investigated. Of course, what's understood doesn't need explanation. If you don't know, then you are out of touch with reality. Just so we're clear, white guy with his shirt on grabbing a crocodile, totally fine. Black guy with his shirt off grabbing a crocodile, definitely illegal. This wouldn't be an issue if he was fair-skinned. So it's cool when Whitey does it, but it's a problem when anyone other than Whitey do it. Freaking bad, biased, hypocritical, and flat out contradicted. Don't try to spin the narrative. American trophy hunters who come to Africa and hunt and eliminate lions, rhinos, and leopards and crocodiles also need to be investigated. So it's okay if someone white does it, but now a black person does it, doing it is somehow. So now we have a problem because he got fly lures. To make the record very clear for people who didn't already know, Australia could easily be ranked the #1 most racist country in the world, hands down. Woo!
A family is grieving the tragic death of a 38-year-old mother who they describe as an angel.
Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy says she was riding an e-bike in Gulfport on Saturday night when she was hit by a suspected drunk driver with a DUI history. And a warning, some of the details are graphic and disturbing.
Good morning, Mr. Rigby.
22-year-old Xavier Rigby closed his eyes at times during his first appearance Monday as a judge read through the charges.
So leaving the scene of a crash involving death, that's a first-degree felony. The second is vehicular homicide. That's a first-degree felony. And the third is DUI manslaughter.
Pinellas County deputies say Rigby was driving a 2021 Nissan Altima when he struck 38-year-old Kirsten Strang, who was riding her e-bike in the curb lane around 10 p.m. Saturday in Gulfport. They say Strang was thrown from the bike and landed on Rigby's windshield. For 8 blocks, deputies say Rigby kept driving until Strang fell off. In court, the judge recounted Rigby's criminal record.
Here you are with a prior leaving the scene from 2022. Then in 2024, the state was generous enough to reduce your DUI to a reckless.
This time, the judge told him there will be no bond.
Here we are now. We've now gone to a second DUI, but this time with extremely aggravating facts where you've killed somebody, left the scene, and dragged their body. And I don't even need to go any further for how aggravating these set of facts are.
Saturday's crash happened near 49th Street South, near 10th Avenue South.
We assumed that he was doing, guesstimating, probably about 70, 75 miles an hour.
Pete Verhoeven was in his business nearby when Rigby sped by.
75 miles per hour. Yeah, I need to stand in desk like that judge. Word. But think about that judge. Let's think about, like, it sounds like she would have let him go if he wouldn't have had all those priors. When the way she talked, it was like, she was like, I have to keep you. She seemed like Jesus Christ. Like, I really think if he didn't have a lot of priors, if he just had a couple, she would have let him go. She'd have released him on his own. She released him on bond. But she was like, I have to keep you.
Fell off. In court, the judge recounted Rigby's criminal record.
Here you are with a prior leaving the scene from 2022. Then in 2024, the state was generous enough to reduce your DUI to a reckless.
This time, the judge told him there will be no bond.
Here we are now. We've now gone to a second DUI, but this time with extremely aggravating facts where you've killed somebody, left the scene, and dragged their body. And I don't even need to go any further for how aggravating these set of facts are.
Saturday's crash happened near 49th Street South, near 10th Avenue South.
We assumed that he was doing, guesstimating, probably about 70, 75 miles an hour.
Pete Verhoeven was in his business nearby when Rigby sped by.
It's just a shame, you know what I mean? Because everybody rides on the trail and, everybody walks on the sidewalk and they think they're safe.
Deputies say Rigby left the scene without calling 911 or waiting for first responders. Deputies eventually found him down the street near a liquor store. They say he showed signs of impairment and refused to cooperate with field sobriety tests. Strang's family and friends described the mother as an angel who was loved by so many in the community. They say she was one of the most loving and caring people they knew. Kaylee Tracy, Fox 13 News.
And as you heard the judge say there, he faces several charges, including DUI manslaughter, and police are still investigating the deadly crash.
Damn.
An alleged impaired driver involved in a disturbing hit and run faced a judge in Clearwater today.
Yeah, police say the suspect struck and killed an e-bike rider and then drove for several blocks with the victim on his windshield. That happened Saturday night on 49th Street South in St. Petersburg. News Channel 8's Alessandra Young is at the scene with the latest.
This fatal hit and run happened here along 49th Street Saturday night around 10 o'clock. Investigators say the suspect was driving under the influence when he hit a woman on her e-bike and then continued driving down the road with her on his windshield before fleeing. A memorial now grows where Kirsten Strang spent her final moments. It was here where investigators say she was found after being hit almost a mile away along 49th Street. Police say Xavier Rigby was behind the wheel. They say Rigby hit Strang and continued driving with her body on his windshield for 8 blocks. St. Pete police say they later caught up with Rigby and he showed signs of being impaired. Cops say Rigby also refused to cooperate with field sobriety tests. During Rigby's first court appearance earlier today, the judge had some strong words.
I'm finding that you're a danger to the community and that nothing else can secure your decision making and putting your life and everyone else's life on the road.
And also highlighted his history with allegations of DUI.
Here you are with a prior leaving the scene from 2022. Then in 2024, the state was generous enough to reduce your DUI to a reckless. For purposes of bond, it's a DUI. So then, here we are now.
Xavier Rigby is charged with leaving the scene of a crash involving death, vehicular homicide, leaving the scene, and DUI manslaughter.
We've now gone to a second DUI, but this time with extremely aggravating facts where you've killed somebody, left the scene, and dragged their body. And I don't even need to go any further for how aggravating these set of facts are.
Rigby was given no bond for his leaving the scene and vehicular homicide charges and a $750,000 bond for DUI manslaughter. In Gulfport, I'm Alessandra Young, 8 on your side.
That's heartbreaking. You know, you don't ever want to hear somebody get hurt on the job or, you know, so close to home, and I wish the best for their families.
We're learning more about a city worker now who was killed in Newport Richey. The daughter of Gary Greger tells us her father is the man who died in an incident at a lift station yesterday afternoon. We've also learned another worker who was injured was treated at the hospital and released. Newport Richey police expected to provide more information about exactly what happened to us later today. We're going to let you know what they revealed both on air and.
A family is grieving the tragic death.
Damn, that. Look at this sister. This sister killed somebody. Oh yeah, I think we did this one. Okay, yeah, we did that one the other day. Jeez. So that story is still not really taking off. Even on social media, like this story is still not taking off on social media. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure you hit the like button. We're looking for 10 people to share this, man. I'm coming back with another episode after I got to pick my daughter up from work. From school. I'll come back with another episode. Damn. He looked bored. Didn't he look bored in court? He looked bored. He looked like he was he looked like he was just annoyed by being in court. Let's see what her GoFundMe is doing. Let's see her GoFundMe. Let's see this chick's GoFundMe, man. What do y'all think her GoFundMe is at? I'm gonna let y'all tell me before I I'm gonna let y'all tell me before I show it. What do y'all think her GoFundMe is at, man? What do y'all think? What do y'all think this white lady GoFundMe is, man? What do y'all think it's at? That nigga said 2,000. God damn. 2,000. Jeez. $50. Oh shit. Jeez. Yeah, she got $4,699. But look, the goal. This is the difference, like, right? The goal is only 505,000. So you can tell that those are good people. They probably only asking for what they need to bury her. They just asking for, hey, we just need, how much does the funeral cost? You know, typical funeral costs $5,000-$6,000. That's all they're asking for. They some good people, man. I tell you, man. I tell you, man. Jeez. Yeah, zero. Yeah, son ain't donating shit to her. Shit. This is Shantae Mallard, the woman who hit a man so hard that he got embedded in the windshield of her car. Worst of all, she didn't get him any help and left him to die. She was arrested in 2003, and her case inspired a 2007 film called Stuck. And this is the actress portraying Shantae Mallard in the film, who bears no resemblance to Mallard in terms of appearance or race, other than those cornrows to vaguely hint at her ethnicity. Oh, shit. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, man, Viola Davis would have been perfect for that role, man. They gave it to a white woman, man. Racism, man.
What's a kink or fantasy you've never admitted publicly?
Shit, I think I've done them all. I would like in a threesome to have a really pretty faced girl that I really like, and we both sucking dick together, but like not just like my turn.
That's good. Okay.
Tell me what you're thinking. Welcome to America. Tell me what you're thinking.
Just so much.
Kleenexes, please.
I've always been interested in history and the history of Black people. I took Afrocentric classes at U of L. My grandma lived at 2821 West Kentucky Street.
Why y'all like this, man?
I've read so many books.
Why y'all white people like this, man? Why y'all like this? Y'all were slaves too in other parts of the world at the same time. Y'all were slaves all throughout the world at the same time. Why y'all like this?
And now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful. Thank you.
This is grotesque. This is at the African American Museum. This is grotesque, man. This is grotesque. Yeah, it's Jesus Christ, that's grotesque, man. That's gross. Yeah, give her the immersive experience. Yeah, man. This one says, I'm sorry, but she can never and will never truly understand the things Black people went through and still go through, from the slave trade to police brutality to hostile environment and racism. Bless her heart, but nah, some tears ain't gonna cut it. The British Museum holds over 73,000 African artifacts. Yeah, but if they didn't have them, you niggas, listen, this is what niggas don't understand. If the British didn't save them, they'd have got destroyed. Press 1. You niggas would have never compiled them. You would have never made a museum with that shit. You niggas would have destroyed that shit, used them shits for firewood. You would have used that shit for firewood.
They're beautiful. Where's this one from?
The Bobo Ashanti tribe, present-day Ghana, 19th century.
And what about this one?
That one's from the Edo.
You niggas wouldn't know what tribe it was from. You niggas don't even got a written language. Oh yeah, this is funny. This social experiment, man. This guy. This is how I think this is. I want to say this is Nigeria, but this is how crazy. This is how fucking how on point you got to be in Black countries.
not afraid. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Take a stand. Everybody, everybody. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Take a stand. Everybody, everybody. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Take a stand. Everybody, everybody. I'm not afraid.
Well, all the black people are like mad at the white woman. She did that and thought she was gonna get some credit for it, and all the niggas is like, yo, whatever. You could never understand. But has she been to Chicago? Salute to Eastern Grey, man. Oh yeah, this guy's white. This guy, they classified this guy as white in his custody record. He rammed his car into a car driven by Irfan Syed, then opened fire and killed him. This guy's classified as white. This happened on the 15th. Oh, Arabs are classified as white? Yo, that's crazy. Y'all numbers are. Think about how what percentage of the like actual white, like how much crime does actual white people commit? Like whites, like Anglo-Saxons. If Arabs are classified as white and a lot of Hispanics are classified as white, he said none. He said none. That's crazy. Oh shit. Yeah, he probably Pakistani. He probably is inbred if he Pakistani. Like literally, like there's like literally like a 50% chance he's inbred. Damn. That dude is considered white. That motherfucker is. Jeez. Jeez.
It's not the immigrants, it's the billionaires. Well, we're seeing what's happening. First of all, we're understanding that the immigrants aren't the criminals. If you look at the statistics, most of the crimes that are committed in this country are by white people, that non-immigrants, and they add to our economy by the billions. And so for every horrible thing that you have to go through in life, you get an equal gift in return. And the gift of this time is that we get to see who the true villains are. We get to see who's really making our lives unbearable and who's making us so desperate. It's not the immigrants, it's the billionaires. And it's time to take our country back from that extreme wealth that has its hands all over the power of the nation and become a beautiful, burgeoning democracy that works for the people, not just the very wealthy. America is us. This incredible panoply of different kinds of people. Be brave, man. We live in the land of the land of the free and the home of the brave. But if you want to be free, you better be brave.
And she found out from other parents, she says, when AB started identifying as a girl on campus back in junior high, and even went to the school herself to ask why they were allowing that without her knowledge. But she says eventually she had a change of heart.
Shoot, they're protecting the kids because of parents like me that we don't understand and we just get upset.
She says she felt like she was only hurting her daughter by not letting her be herself. And it was okay for her kid to teach her something new.
I did talk to her about how dangerous it is and how difficult it was going to be. But she's brave. She's brave. And when I seen her courage, it was just like, okay, like I'm going to stand behind you.
So tonight, when the Chafee High School volleyball team showed up to play against Harupa Valley.
Is there a tranny that doesn't play sports? Because that's weird. Like, every tranny plays sports. Like, think about it. Like, even I'm black, and like a lot of times when you go to a black school, they gotta have a trial. They gotta ask people, man, we need more people to come out for the team. We need people to come out for this team. We need more people to come out for track. We need somebody to do shot put. We need somebody to do the distance. They beg people to come out. Not basketball or football, but the other sports. They like, man, we need somebody to play tennis or some shit like that. They'll put out a call for that. Every single tranny plays sports. That's crazy. Salute to Nate Ways, man, in the building. Uncle Matt. Y'all gonna have to catch the next show, man. This is
It meant a lot to this family and to the Harupa Unified School District.
They share our belief that players are here to play and kids are kids. We're letting our kids play because that's what they want to do.
Y'all not, they're not, look at the liberals. They don't care. They're not explaining themselves. Press 1. Watch the liberals, watch them. They're not going to explain themselves. They don't give you any explanation. If you really listen close, they just like, we're doing it. Fuck you. Press 1. We're doing this. Fuck you. Conservatives, well, we're not really. Let me show you how. Let me explain to you why. Hey, no, I'm not really all those things you called me. Watch the liberals. We're doing this. Fuck you. Eat a dick if you don't like it.
The team showed up to play against Harupa Valley. It meant a lot to this family and to the Harupa Unified School District.
They share our belief that players are here to play and kids are kids. we're letting our kids play because that's what they want to do.
And after the Jaguars won the match in 4 sets, AB decided it was time to tell part of her story in her own words.
They swear I'm like this crazy danger to society, but just a normal.
You're not normal. You're not normal. No one says you're a threat to society. You're a threat to women's sports. No one says you're a threat to society. You can go be a sex worker somewhere. Like literally, like either sports or sex work.
Kid going to school, playing sports.
She tells us she made all of her friends through sports, and that's why she's here. She says she's not playing on girls' teams to take anything away from them.
People just see one thing and then it's like, oh, that's what you are. And they don't take the time to get to know me, so it's just like a little frustrating.
She wants people to...
Why shouldn't anybody take the time to get to know you? Like, who are you? You're just a guy who's playing women's sports.
Words.
They swear I'm like this crazy danger to society, but just a normal kid going to school, playing sports.
She tells us she made all of her friends through sports, and that's why she's here. She says she's not playing on girls' teams to take anything away from them.
People just see one thing and then it's like, oh, that's what you are. And they don't take the time to get to know me, so it's just like a little frustrating.
She wants people to know that she trained hard and overcame injuries to win her track and field titles in solo sports. But
damn, she won everything. Her volleyball team winning. You notice the volleyball team won 8 in a row. She won all the track shit. You don't think y'all don't see? Y'all don't. There's no light bulb goes off.
And then it's like, oh, that's what you are. And they don't take the time to get to know me, so it's just like a little frustrating.
She wants people to know that she trained hard and overcame injuries to win her track and field titles in solo sports. But competing on a volleyball team now, she hopes that people see that's why she's here, to be a part of that team.
A team sport, I can't take that. It's a team effort, and my team needs to be willing to fight with me, and that's what it takes to win a team title.
She found out from other parents.
Why don't one of you guys do it? Why you got the broad doing it?
I ain't getting through that door.
It's in and out the window. Yeah, you can pull out the bathroom window. There. It's not a big one, is it? That's how we get to the... It's just... It's not looking... It looks like it's breaching. It's possibly gone there. It's off to the taser! Here, where are
you? That guy made an offensive meme. They broke down his door to arrest him because he made an offensive meme.
Let me make this clear. It ain't gonna ever be a time when me messed up. Y'all can deliver that yourself. I don't give a damn. Y'all can write me up. Shit, write me up. I ain't worried about it. Man, y'all listen to this. So my daughter's school called me, right? They say she's sick. They need somebody to come pick her up. My job tell me, oh, you don't have no PTO. You can't leave right now. Let me make this clear. It ain't gonna ever be a time when my daughter need me and I don't come through. I don't care about no PTO, no ABCs, no 1, 2, 3, none of that. When they call me and say my daughter need me, I'm on my way to come get her. Y'all deal with that. Fire me, write me up, do whatever you gotta do. I'm going to get mine. Damn, man. You messed up. Y'all can deliver.
Yeah, but what about whoever package that is? That's somebody package you just threw on the ground for anybody walking past to steal. It's the little things, nigga. It's the little things, nigga. It's the little things, nigga. Press 1, hit the like button, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. It's the little things, man. It's the little things, my nigga. You just threw somebody's package on the ground. I'm feeling you and shit, but you just threw somebody's package on the ground. No, man.
Because you're an illegal and you know what? You don't live in Plymouth and you're door dashing, I can get in your face too. Let me see your driver's license. To police? Huh?
Found her. We found her. And when people come and say like, oh, I think this is the person and submit it, I then have to like confirm it's the person. And there's a few ways I like that make me feel confident. Like if someone has a very distinctive mole or if someone has very distinctive tattoos or like the jewelry they were wearing in the video is also the jewelry they have in the picture on their Facebook.
Dearborn, Michigan. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Rate my self-control out of 10.
Yo, don't be putting your hands on my kid. That dude lucky, man. That dude lucky. That dude is lucky, man. That dude is super lucky. No matter what their kid is doing, black people don't want you to put your hands on their kid. No matter what the kid's doing. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. That's another what do you call it? Another nugget for you guys as you go forward in life. It doesn't matter what the kid is doing. I mean, it literally does not matter. Whatever stretches your imagination, it doesn't matter. All they know is you put your hands on my kid. Y'all need to know that.
Wait my self-control out of control.
Wow! Alex! No, Alex się wtedy. Tak. Też mu tak patrzcie na stopę.
Wait my self-control.
Hey, man, that's my gun, man. Give my pistol back, bro. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, come on, bro. Bro, come on, man. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, y'all don't do me like that, bro. Hey, come on, dog. Hey, bro. Hey, don't do me like that, bro. Hey, that was wrong, bro. Nah. Stay there. I'm down. Stay there. I'm down. Hey, I'm gonna go out the other door. You hear me? Oh, okay. I like this though, baby. Oh, shit. Hello. Mickey, I like these doors. Okay, hello. Hold up. These bitches ain't getting in here. Oh, no, he just got through saying that shit. He just got through saying that shit. Yeah. Oh, God, he did.
Wow. That white guy, he didn't see the move though. He didn't see the circling lions, man. He didn't see the circling lions. He didn't see the setup. They had already peeped that he had a gun in his back waistband. They were like, "Oh shit!" Once word spread, a free gun. And listen, they'll tell you there's too many black dudes in jail, right? But how do you keep black people out of jail if they do stuff like this? They're all on camera, and I'm sure there's cameras outside of the gas station. They're all on camera. They took this guy's gun, and then they executed him when he tried to get it back. I mean, do they think that like him trying to get his gun back it gives them a self-defense claim? They probably do think that. See, he came at us, man. We just trying to. Like all these guys are in on it. Every one of them.
Hey, man, that's my gun, man. Give my pistol back, bro. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, come on, bro.
Give me my pistol back. Yeah, how do you keep them out of jail, man? How do you keep these guys out of prison, man? It's virtually impossible, man. Our hands are tied, man. We can't keep you out of prison doing shit like this, man. We can't keep the jail, the black prison population low. Because all these guys are going to jail, man. The three that were involved with it intimately, these guys are just involved in it like casually. They just like know it's about to go down. They all know it's about to go down, but they not like they all know it's about to go down, and they just like they hold the door and shit, but they might not go to jail. But the three that's intimately involved with it are gonna go to prison. They killed this guy. They murdered him. They're gonna kill her right here with the Draco. I mean, not the Drake, but you got.
Hey, man, that's my gun, man. Give my pistol back, bro. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, come on, bro. Bro, come on, man. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, y'all don't do me like that, bro. Hey, come on, dog. Hey.
That's a Mac. Is that a
Mac?
Mac?
Bro, hey, don't do me like that, bro. Hey, that was wrong, bro. Nah.
Oh shit! Hello, Mickey, I'm locked in these doors. Okay, hello. Hold up. These bitches ain't getting in here. Oh no, he just got through saying that shit. He just got through saying that shit. Oh God, he did.
All right, guys, man. Let me get up out of here, man. Salute to all you guys, man. I'm gonna come back later on, man. Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Salute to everybody who sponsored the show. I'm out of here, man.